Okay, I'm going to show you guys how I made this in-game cutscene as you're seeing right here. I'm using Unity's 3Ds, Cinemachine, and Timeline, which will allow you to make awesome in-game cutscenes. This one is just a simple cutscene that I put together. I'm going to show you how to do this. And it's not limited to just in-game cutscenes. You can also make short films. I made a short film like the one that you can watch it by clicking on the card up top to go ahead and check that out. Other than that, let's go ahead and proceed and build this up.
Okay, first what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make sure we have Unity downloaded. So go ahead and go to unity3d.com. You can also find the link below in the description, or just type in unity3d.com. And then once you go there, go to products. And from products, go ahead and click on personal. And then from personal, just go down and try personal. And then select the terms, download for in Windows, or if you have a Mac, and this download, and then an installer will pop up. And then once that's done, just click save, and then just follow the steps to install. I already have Unity 3D installed. Uh, just once you get to the installer, just leave everything to the defaults and get installed if you don't have Unity installed already. Okay, once you have Unity installed, go ahead and click new. And for this new one, we're just going to call it horror cutscene. And then you can choose where you want to save it in. I would start creating like a new folder to keep all your projects in, or your games that you're going to be creating by clicking on new, and it's creating a new folder. I call mine Unity projects. I'm going to go ahead and save it underneath there, and then I'm going to click create. All right, now once everything is loaded up and you have a brand new Unity a screen. What we're going to do is we're going to set this up to allow us to see both the Cinemachine and timeline, or allow us to work with building up the cutscene better. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move this over like so. So I can have both the scene view and the game view so I can see it. Uh, so basically, you can try to get it looking like this if you want to follow along, or you can just leave it like this. But it's just easier to work with by just dragging this over here, so you can both so you can see it. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and download uh, the assets. So first off, we're going to download Cinemachine, because Cinemachine doesn't come with it. You have to go to Asset Store to get it. Timeline is already in there, and what Timeline is, uh, it allows us to basically be directors, and what that means is you can place the objects, um, place the 3D objects into the scene, and move them around. And then Cinemachine is just a camera that allows us to take take the shots or the perfect moments within the shots, as I'm going to show you in this tutorial. So first off, let's go to Asset Store. If I click on Asset Store, if you don't have Asset Store up, you can just go ahead and just go to Window right here and click on Asset Store, and then Asset Store pop up. Okay, go to type in Cinemachine, And once you type in the Cinema Machine, just scroll all the way down and click on import. It's free. And then go ahead and click on import all. All right, and you're gonna get this error. To clear this error, what I'd like you to do is go up to File, Build Settings, Player Settings, and go over here in the Player Settings and scroll down. And you see where it says Scripting Define Symbiosis. Click on that. Control A just in case to select all, and just click delete and press enter. Then once you press enter, all this should go away. All right. And we can close that. And then what we're going to do next is, since we have Cinema Machine installed already, downloaded, let's go ahead and get the Horror Hospital that we're going to be using. So go up here. So I believe he's going to type in Horror Hospital. So it'll be the Hospital Horror Pack right here by Bo Joe May. Yeah, that one. Okay, and then scroll down. I already have it downloaded, so I just have to click on import. If you don't, it's going to give you an option to say download. Just click on download or import. Click on it. And import all. Click on I made a backup and go ahead. Clear. Okay, so you're going to get this error right here. So if you just click on it, it'll take you to the error. You're going to delete this cross-platform input script. Click delete, and then that clears up the error. Okay, so once that is downloaded, what we're going to do is we're going to be working inside the scene, the example scene for this, for the Horror Hospital. And also, again, if you download it, if you like this, what this guy has created, since it's free, go ahead and give him a good review. Since he was cool enough to, since the person was cool enough to make this free. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the Horror Hospital, and then we're going to go to, actually, yeah, just click on Horror Hospital and click on Demo Scene. I'm going to bring up the demo scene. All right. Then once that is brought up, this is what we're going to use to do the scene. All right. So, and again, to move around the scene, if you hold down the right mouse button, gives you this eye and like a puzzle graphs. It allows you to pan around if you just circle around, and also if you hold that down and use the W, S, and A and D keys, it allows you to move A and D left and right, W and S forward and backward. All right, and that allows you. And if you hold down the mouse button, and it allows you to like fly around like Superman. All right. So yeah, that allows you to move around. So next, what we're going to do is toggle this off so we can see the scene. I'll toggle it back on once we're done. So this just allows you, if you click this, it turns on the lighting. What that, like it says, means when toggled on, the scene lighting is used. When toggled off, a light attached to the scene view camera is used. So basically, when we toggle this on, the lights here is used in the scene to light up the scene. When it's toggled off, the Unity editor lighting turns on. We're gonna keep that off so we can go ahead and work with it. So next is we're going to go ahead and bring in the models. So just in case, to make this easy before we do anything, let's go ahead and create a empty game object so you can work with this a lot better. So go ahead and click create empty by clicking create empty. Also, you can go to game object and create empty, whichever is easy. So go to create empty, rename this. I'm just going to rename this horror level. You can rename it anything. The purpose of this is we're going to drag all this stuff here, and we're going to make sure not to get the first person controller. Okay, so you don't have any. Okay, good. So I'm gonna drag it, put it in horror level. Make sure camera. Okay, now drag the first person controller. Drag it out of there, because that's actually the first person controller is allow us to view the scene, but actually we're not going to really use the first person controller because we're going to be creating the scene as I'm going to show you. So next, once that's done, just collapse that, and then we're going to go ahead and get our actors and actresses. So to do that, let's go ahead and go back to Firefox or Google Chrome, whatever browser you're using, and we're going to go to a place called Mixamo. Mixamo is owned by Adobe, and it allows you to get free assets, free models, as you can see here, which is pretty cool, and use them in your game, or also use them in your if you're doing 3D animation or anything like that. You can use these models and also use the animations, and it's you can use it for personal and commercial use, and it's totally free to use. And to do that, just I'm already signed in, so you have to just sign up. Just log out, show you the process. So you just go ahead and just click sign up, and then just fill out the information, and then sign up, and then then you can go ahead and use Mixamo. And also Mixamo, the link is in the description below. And the link is in the description below. So what we're going to do is, if you want, you can use, you can follow along with me to recreate the same scene that I created. Created in the, as you saw in the preview to this tutorial. Or you can come in here and find some different ones if you want to make it your own. Or after the tutorial, just come back and just to see what I do first, and then come back and then just create your own. And they have some awesome animations as well. Like the if you type in dance, like the you can and you can also view it. So which is pretty cool. So enough about that. If you want to pause the video and check everything out, feel free to. I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So what we're going to go ahead and do is the characters we're going to use is in the scene uh, are a guy named Remy that is also breaking it down here. But anyways, Remy that is going to be the guy that is going to eaten by our wonderful zombie. So click on download and FBX. And then this FBX for Unity with skin. Actually, go ahead and cancel. We're not going to use that. So exit out because we're not going to use him breakdancing. But if you want, you can use him breakdancing by just clicking download and you'll have that animation. So it's gonna have him in the T pose. Download. And then save. And then next, the next character is Liam. Liam, who witnesses the scene that was happening to poor Remy, with that zombie, and also is about to get eaten by the zombie too. Click download. Download. Save. And then next, we get our lovely zombie. Lovely zombie girl. Then click download. I actually had nightmares about this one chick here, about this girl. So yeah. Uh, just want to share that. Okay, but click save. Just hopefully you are okay with horror stuff because I'm not really okay with horror stuff. Don't ask me why I'm making if I'm not okay with horror stuff, why I'm making a cutscene with horrors. But hey, um, people were talking about Resident Evil at my work and all these horror games and movies. So I said, you know what, let me just make me a horror cutscenes and stuff. But anyways, okay, since we all have all that downloaded, next we're gonna go back to Unity and drag the files in. All right, so once we have it downloaded, we're gonna go ahead and put these things in our into Unity. And just before we do that, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit so we can work with this. So go ahead and create a new folder by right clicking on assets and go to create folder, and we're gonna call these actor models. Yes, actor models. All right. The reason for that is to keep them separate. So actor models, and then let's go ahead and open up our wherever you downloaded the your models and drag them into actor models. So I'm gonna drag Liam to actor models, and then we'll drag Remy to actor models, and then the zombie girl to actor models. And make sure that the files are saying FBX file, and just drag it over. Drag the whole entire drag it all the way over in there. Okay. And then once that is done, we're going to go ahead and start dragging these guys into the scene, so we can go ahead and optimize them. So double clicking in your actor models folder, gonna drag our Liam into the scene, and with that dragged in, as you can see, you deselect it. Kind of does look a little bit funky, but so basically, to get this cleared up, this trick was done by Holistic 3D. Giving a shout out to Holistic 3D, who figured out how to fix these models. So basically, what you're gonna do is you're going to click on Liam, go to materials, and you see where it says textures, extract textures, and inside actor models, because it's don't extract it real quick, because it's going to be, there's a lot of stuff. So you're going to create a new folder, then from new folder you're going to type in Liam materials. All right, then we're going to select it, and it's going to drag all the materials in there. Fix now, and then go to extract materials. After that's done, click on Liam materials again, select folder, and this basically just extract all the materials so you work with. And Liam still looks funky. We're going to go ahead and fix that, and might have to do the same with the others. So select good old Liam, and then go to, actually collapse this, and then click on body, because what it is just the shader. And what I'll show you right here, the shader right here. So select body, and then click on standard, and then go to legacy shader right here, and then go to diffuse. All right, and then go to body. See how he clears up now? Boom. Okay, and then go to bottoms. Same thing. Go legacy, shader, diffuse. But I just found out something else. Once you fix the model, you can go back to standard, because it actually adds more detail. So I'll go back to body and click back on the standard. It adds more detail, but as I'm seeing, it's best to have his body to legacy, or you can just go back to standard, or just keep him as is. For the bottoms, I'm just gonna go back to standard, because it actually adds more detail, as you will see. And watch his top. So I'm just gonna go to legacy, shaders, diffuse. You see, the detail's gone. So if you go back to standard, because once it fixes it, because you're just going back and forth. See more detail, or you can just keep it as the diffuse. And shoes, do the same. Diffuse. Let's go back to standard. All right. So checking everything else out. Okay, our model for this one looks good, but he is Shaq level. He is really tall. So we're gonna select Liam, and we're gonna drop him down on the X, Y, and Z. Put 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 for the X, Y, and Z. Actually, for the X, Y, and Z, let's go ahead and make him 0.75, 0.75, 0.75 instead. Now for some reason, if your model is like way is like, it's gonna show you for example, it's like this tall for some reason, just try to get the model down, because for some reason when I did this, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 made our model look just like this size. So anyway, get our model to look at least this height if you can, and it's equal out to the X, Y, and Z. And what I select is, I select the move tool, which is this tool right here, which we're going to be using, and this will allow us to move a model. This is the Z, X, and Y. X left and right, back and forward, up and down, and you can zero that out. Okay, so since Liam's done, we're gonna rename Liam actor, and then we're gonna drag Liam. We're gonna create another folder inside our actors, and we're gonna call this folder prefabs. All right. It means that already done. So drag Liam actor, so we don't have to worry about him. And in there, actually we're gonna keep them in the scene, but for good practice to you're finished, whatever you finished or complete, let's drag them into a prefab folder. So our next model, next runner up, is going to be Remy. So go ahead and drag Remy into the scene like so, and then we're going to do the same thing with Remy. So for Remy, we're going to go ahead and select the Remy model. Go to materials. If you haven't got it set, go to materials, go to extract textures, create new folder. You right click it or click on new folder. However you create new folders, depending on what if you're using a Mac or a Windows. And we're gonna call this Remy materials. Or actually, you can call these guys whoever you want: Tom, Tony, Harry, Larry, Mose, or whoever you can call. You can rename these people. So Remy materials, select folder, and it's going to do the same thing. And then we're going to fix now. As you can see, Remy's also jacked up as well. So still not done yet. We're going to go extract materials. Click on Remy again. Select folder. And yeah, he also looks like a zombie as well on this. Same thing as how Liam looked. So click on collapse Remy. Go to body. And same thing, what we learned from good old Holistic 3D. So you can go to Holistic 3D and tell her thank you for showing us how to do this. Post the link below as well. Um, Click on shader. Go to legacy shaders. Diffuse. Then next go to, once you click off it, it's going to change. So as you see, boom. All right, there we go. Our pretty boy's looking a little bit better now. Okay, and then click on bottoms. Do the same thing. Legacy shaders, diffuse. I'm gonna go back once this is, since this is fixed. Like I said, as you saw, it adds more detail. So I'll go back to standard, and then I'm gonna go to tops, and I'm gonna select legacy shader, diffuse, then click off of it, then go back to tops again, click on standard, and do the same thing for the shoes. Legacy shader, diffuse, and then we're going to click on standard, and make sure everything is good. Probably here same legacy shader, diffuse, and standard as well. Standard. Eyelashes, nah. We don't have to worry about the eyelashes and the eyes. Okay, so once that's done, same thing. Just get them to so you won't look like Shaq level. So probably do 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. So like I said, if they're a little bit taller, then like I said, just match it to like the door frame in a way. To door, get them like this height, and then just match it around. And then once that's done, rename him Liam, Remy, actor, or like I said, you can call this person, these two actors differently. It doesn't have to be Liam or Remy. And then our next and final model that we're going to work with. Oh, yep. Let me go ahead. Yep. Good answer. We're gonna go ahead and put this in the prefabs. Boom. In the prefabs like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and drag our zombie girl into the scene. Now zombie girl, I made her a little bit bigger as well, but we're gonna get that to that later. So same thing. Before we do, let me rename this zombie girl to Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. So we're gonna name her Sarah. No, Sarah. Sarah. Sarah actor. Or I'm sorry, actress. Sarah actress. All right. And then selecting the zombie girl. Same thing. Extract and folder. New folder. Sarah materials. All right. Double click that. Select folder. It's gonna drag all the materials, and she's also gonna look busted as well. So, like I said, we're not done yet. Select the extract materials on as well. Since we already did extract texture, so we're gonna do extract materials. Select Sarah materials to extract it, and let's go ahead and fix up Sarah so she can look nice and pretty in a zombie way. And then click on zombie girl body, legacy shaders, diffuse. Same thing, go back to standard because of got that detail going. Then pants, standard, legacy shaders, diffuse. Then go back and just click on standard, or you can just leave them the diffuse. It doesn't matter. Legacy shader, diffuse. It's just that reason for doing this, it just allows us to fix the to make them don't look busted up. So once that's done, gonna make her bigger. So I think I did 1.5 to 1.5. Okay, maybe not. She's like a little bit. She's ginormous. So do 1.25, 1.25, 1.25. Yeah, now I'm getting goosebumps now because yeah, I had a nightmare about this one. So I am sacrificing to show you guys how to build a cutscene with a horror type game. I should have done something with something a little bit G rated or Disney Pixar rated or like a My Little Pony type thing. But anyways, moving on. So since we have this character all set up as well, man, she looks scary. Okay. Oh, anyways, put the Sarah into the make sure she goes into the prefabs. Okay, and then that once that's done, we're going to go ahead and get the animations. We're going to go back to Mixamo to get the awesome animations.
Okay, everyone, that is the end of this section. In the next section, we will be getting the animations and working with timeline. If you like this, please click the like and subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to get notified with a new video. Also, if you want to learn more about Unity 3D, click on my Amazon affiliate links below. Other than that, see you in the next video.